Logan, we're just gonna start right fast.
You got Logan.
I don't know what's going on, Logan. It's we might be live. I don't know. It says
we're live. We're live.
So I went to play our opening
The intro.
video, the intro, and it quite didn't get there.
Just skip it. It's
just one of those days.
Yeah.
Go Logan again.
Man.
You know what? It is what it is. So
right.
I'm over here. So I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
Jumping everywhere tonight.
Hey, let's tell the story.
I'm obviously not prepared for this at all whatsoever.
Hey, let's tell the story.
So we went to.
Let's give a little background real quick.
We started Sports Center tonight with we did the location at Jimmy's.
Yeah,
and then Jimmy was like, "I can't hear you. You sound like an AT&T commercial."
He's doing this.
Are you there yet? So I don't know. So then Kenny's been moving out weekend and he
on
the internet from his phone, hotspots and stuff. Probably still in Ann Irene's hotspot next door.
Well, yeah. So I have no idea. Like I don't know if I'm just running off cell phone signal, and I'm not for sure if it's going to work or not. So we moved the command center to Jimmy's, and for some reason.
It's on me. Every time something always happens, it always is that like everything was perfect. Everything was lined out right. I had everything ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. And then I go to send the link and now I'm like, I can't hear nobody. I don't know what's going on. So
you need to get some turtle leeches instead of Xbox earphones they give you with the Xbox.
Hey, I don't think it was my headphones. I think I don't know.
You got the Xbox 360, the black version.
So this is my throw together. Like this happened in 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So
yeah. Hey, it is what it is. So
yeah. So Jimmy, you're the ones prepared for this, man. Like I let's see what I have to go up here and check everything.
Hey,
out.
listen, you should have the screens in order there. What we're gonna do, and then I'll try to remember what I had over there, but
man,
it sucks we don't have the intro, man. The intro was perfect. It was great.
I have to let's go over here.
We got it.
But I think I think we just got it. The intro I think it's just compiled with a bunch of different videos in one instead of being its own intro. See, on the intros, you got to do it all with just one thing. So let's put it on there. Let's try it again here. Watch this.
Hit it.
Nope.
No. Oh, see, come on. All right, move along.
Well, I just keep rubbing salt in the wound for Jimmy.
You just keep running. That's all perfect. That's my one time.
Hey, you had one job, Jimmy. One job.
One job.
All right, hey, real quick. Well, let's go ahead and let's talk about our Apex Game of the Week, which we were. That's the one that me and Jimmy was at. Yeah. The Death Valley Bowl. We got to see 2 games. Garrett against North Bullet, and was the first game. And to be honest with you, everybody except Doodlebug. Everybody except Doodlebug.
We know where Doodle was at.
Had Garrett taking the loss. And to be honest with you, after the first drive, I think I looked at Jimmy and was like, "Man, Garrett's the better team." And and man, I tell you what, Garrett looked a lot better. I don't know who my source was from the scrimmages, but they were really, really down on Garrett, and they said Garrett did not look good. And but I talked to the coaches, and they said if you'd watched Garrett play in the scrimmages, everybody had said the same thing, that they looked very, very bad. But coming from that game, man, I mean they looked solid, and North Bullet wasn't. I don't know. I didn't think they looked bad. I just thought Garrett looked pretty solid, pretty good team. But the bad watching Garrett and Lincoln play back to back, it was like watching the two same teams play the same game.
Yeah.
It's like watching two of the exact same football games. But anyway, no, Garrett, man, played well. They threw for a couple pass touchdowns, which was kind of
Carson, didn't he run for
yeah.
2 too?
Yeah, I can't remember exact
I
stat
think
on that.
Carson had 4 touchdowns total.
So heck of a game
job,
from
Justin.
him, and we tried to the players got out quick before we could even get a interview with them with the belt or anything like that. But I'll let
They
Jimmy
had to hit
talk
the
a bit
bus
about it,
quick.
too. Yeah,
They had to hit the bus real quick.
they had to get out of there. But anyway, Jimmy, I'll let you talk a little bit about Garrett. They did. I'll be honest with you, they did surprise me a little bit. So, talk a little bit about what you saw there, Jimmy.
Yeah, so this is always great. We always start the season out with the Death Valley Bowl. And when you talk about the scrimmages and stuff, like you gotta look at, like, Doodle, you look at it this way, like, kids don't get hyped up for scrimmages. Like, I mean, when it's week 1, like, it's all like, okay, this is for real. Like, and they start going, and they will start going, like, it will be a totally different team, when week 1 Monday practice rolls around compared to, week 0 or scrimmage time. So, you can't take anything like that. But, looking at Garrett, I mean, they struggled a little bit early, I think, in the first quarter or two, first half for sure, with North Bullett's quarterback. I mean, he was giving them little fits a little bit, but then after that, the defense just locked in, and they pretty much knew that was exactly what, North Bullitt was going to do. I mean, he wasn't a pretty bad player either. I mean, he was pretty fast. But that defense just locked in, and you can tell, Hester over there on the sidelines, and yelling and letting them have it. That was a little bit of a motivator there. But Garrett just single-handedly, like, they were the better team, like Kenny said. Once they got in the rhythm and once they got in the flow of, okay, this is game week, this is, we got to step up, we got to do what we got to do. So that was, I mean, that was just a complete difference.
Is Hester coaching again?
Who?
Yeah, Coach Hester. He's been coaching.
I thought he was. Somebody told me he wasn't coaching this year. Okay.
No, he was coaching.
See, I wasn't here last fall, so it's gonna be a rough season. You making picks.
I'll let you gloat a little bit. Given the fact that you're the only one that stuck to the we're supposed to support all of our 12th region teams, and you're the only one that stuck true to that in our pick, and it paid off for you, man.
Yeah, my boys over there, man. I ain't gonna go against them too many times. I know they got a lot of heart and a good coaching staff over there, and I knew they'd be ready when come Friday. Spencer keeps a lot of stuff close to his vest at the scrimmages, just like anybody else. But you ain't gonna beat Coach Hester with any kind of with any kind of offense, one-dimensional. So you knew Coach Hester would make adjustments at halftime, and Garrett would make it do what they had to do. Boys look really good. There's a lot of young kids out there, but everybody forgets Garrett's line. All their offensive line is back. They got a solid offensive line, man. They probably got one of the better offensive lines in the region. I mean, they got everybody.
If you hear my dog's drinking water in the background, so I apologize. That's a joke.
Hey, listen, I just like that new background, that difference. It's like, other than what you had before. It's kind of goes with Doodle's background on his. So
yeah, he's got a tee. We're gonna make him a power tee back.
Hey, I tried that virtual stuff. I couldn't get it to work.
Here we go.
Mess with it.
Can we please block that awfully orange tee out of this? Hey.
I mean, we can block it, but it always comes back.
You can't even see Doodle's head, bro. You can't.
Yeah, it's blended in. All right, moving on to the second game of the Death Valley Bowl. We had Lincoln County and Madison Southern. No, there you go, side to side. First couple of drives, thought it was going to be a little bit of a game, and then I think I hate to say. And I don't mean this. It's kind of like just one of those football games. You're just sitting there and you're kind of watching. You're kind of like, I didn't see a ton of explosive plays, but I was also up talking to everybody like I always do. I felt like Cash Smith has some big plays. Bob Floyd has some big plays. I mean, they end up winning, was it 28-7? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was 28-7.
I also think that's a game that they have to win.
Yeah.
I mean, if Lincoln doesn't win that game, I think they're in for a long season. So they did exactly what they needed to do. And
it was pretty close at one point, though, wasn't it?
well, I mean, early on it was, but I think it just yeah.
It was the first quarter. The first quarter, like I said, that first quarter was a little iffy, but
it was
just
a great
seemed like,
man. Hey,
yeah,
it was a huge crowd there. Huge crowd there. But no, I mean, it was. I think it was just like I said, it was a very similar. Garrett and Lincoln played a very similar style of football. I mean, not a ton of like huge plays. They're not going to throw a lot of aired out. I mean, Lincoln did throw the ball a few times. I think Bob or Bryce Floyd made a few early plays that were pretty spectacular. And Cash is. I mean, if he's getting the handoffs, man, he's going to make plays. He's going to get his yards and it's kind of one of those things. So, I think Lincoln did what they needed to do, right? You know what I mean? So, Jimmy,
right.
You were out there with me, and you cover the game more than I do. You know me; I'm out there walking around getting ribeyes and chicken sandwiches, and
hey, look, listen, it took
drinking orange crushes, and
it took Kenny about an hour to go get me a hot dog. So but no, like to go into the game, like so the first quarter, Madison Southern looked big. At first I was looking, I was like, okay, they look pretty big. Let's see, can they do something with it? But after the first quarter, like I said, Lincoln settled in. And Tucker Foster made some great. He made one great throw to Bryce Floyd, and it was coming towards our end. I think it was in the third quarter. He placed it over his back shoulder as he was going, and where the only person that could catch it was Bryce. And so when he placed the ball and when he had to throw it, he placed it where he needed to be. So as Kenny said, Garrett and Lincoln played a similar style. More predominantly run, but they'll throw it too. But it just seemed like Lincoln just was. It was no point in that game I didn't feel like Lincoln was going to lose that game. So and Cash did what he had to do, and Mr. Spiegel, man, like Spiegel, listen to what can you say about that kid, man? Like
Colin, everybody walking.
I know everybody just walking through by the door, ain't they? Everybody.
But they all walking real slow. Though,
hey, listen, to Kenny's defense, though.
Colin?
To Kenny's defense, he wasn't prepared for this, so
he was eating guatis when I talked.
Yeah. Hey,
speaking of prepared, I go get my notebook real quick for you.
Oh wait, no, listen, I have nothing in front of me. There's no notebooks.
No.
What's that?
Hey, listen, I had everything planned on the left side there, all the graphics, so now I forgot what's all over there. So
so I'm just gonna start pushing buttons.
Even if you push the buttons and put it up there, like I think I can remember them. So
yeah, I'm glad I had all this stuff charged up. So anyway, all right, Doodlebug, let's go to you real quick. You were at Rockcastle, Jeffersontown. Let's talk about it. Rockcastle's got a lot of hold on real quick. 12th Region Sports Cheer. You saw her walk through the doorway too.
Yeah.
Garrett and Lincoln cheerleaders gave some really good interview. Yeah. So apparently I'm the third best interviewer on 12th Region Sports now, because Tessa first try, no retakes, nothing, does great interviews. And then Logan, Danville interview is going 20,000 views plus. But Tessa bringing out the Kentucky Farm Bureau and the Bratcher sponsored cheerleading interviews. So I'm just saying.
Hey, give a shout out to that videography.
Yeah. Video creds to the one and only Vitamin C, Jimmy Clarkson. We just got to teach him how to run a live show.
Hey. Like, listen, I'll get it. I have everything planned out for you. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, listen, you just plan them out for me, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Yeah, but no. So that's awesome that the cheer page got its first teammate, and that's pretty cool. Well, second teammate actually, but she did great with those interviews, and we're doing a cheerleader of the game now, so that's pretty cool. And trying to spotlight them some, because they do work hard, man, and it's not easy doing what they do over there. So, and we had Logan out there. We're coming to you, Logan, here in a second, and we'll talk about your interview. But we're going back to Doodle, Rockcastle, Jeffersontown. Talk about it a little bit.
Man, it was a Jeffersontown definitely looked the part, and they had some athletes out there. The first couple drives, I think we got the ball first, and we drove down. We was ground and pounding them for a while, and they held us. And I think they had one explosive play. The defense bowled his neck back and got in them. Then Isaiah took off for like 96 yards, and then from there on out, it was all Rockets. It was a good game though. It was a really good test for them, I think, early in the season with all the athletic players that J-Town had. Defense looked well.
Oh yeah,
they had some athletes. If you looked out there and seen the beginning of the game, you was like, oh, wait. Don't let this dude get
What
loose.
happened to that kid that got hurt?
Huh?
What happened to that boy that got hurt, Buddha?
Who got hurt?
I saw something about a kid from Rockcastle got
I
hurt.
didn't see it. I might have left. I left the third quarter. I left about third quarter to get down to Lincoln, to get to the Lincoln game. And I got there. I got to the Lincoln game about, I don't know, I got to the Lincoln game about third quarter. So
come on.
But yeah, Rock looks the part. Rock is the part. So they did what they're supposed to do up there. Went up there, took care of business.
I'm listening to you, Doodle. I'm working two sides of here.
I see.
I'm listening to you. But now, where's Rock going to this coming up week?
They play Russellville at North Laurel in their bowl game.
Their first home game ain't for like a week and a half, or 2 weeks in it. Or
2 weeks. We got more 2 weeks. I think we play Powell County first game. We go to Whitley County the week after that. Yes, let's go Whitley County. That's far.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably be there. All right. Go ahead.
I said, no, that's a good week. That could be a really big week in 12th Region Sports. Could be a long time coming that third week.
Man. Logan, speaking of your, we had you out there at the Danville game, and I was like, hey, man, if you can get some interviews, do it for us. And the interview has went absolute crazy, man. 20,000 plus views. And
didn't think it was going to. That's crazy.
And you know what? And since it did that, I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce this guy right here. So I'm going to go ahead and let you.
Oh, yeah. All right. What's
up? What's up? How y'all doing?
All right. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Danville wide receiver.
Yes, I'm gonna let Logan introduce you and lead the interview here a little bit. But anyway, I'm Kenny G, and you got Doodlebug and Jimmy and Logan. He's like he's our fifth guy. He's so you know he's our least cool guy, but he was at the Danville game though. So we're just aggravating you. Logan, you do your thing here, brother.
All right, so everybody, it's Trendon Sellers, Danville wide receiver, junior. So first off, Trendon, tell us a little bit about the past 2 years before we talk about this game the other night. How that's
yes, sir. So
how that was.
Past 2 years it really didn't look good. You could really tell that last year and freshman year, like the energy wasn't there, the teamwork wasn't there, like all of that really matters if you want to win a football game, because brotherhood is really where it's at. And yeah, we really didn't have a lot of that. Like everybody was really individual. That's really what it was.
All right, so now let's jump to this year here. So Friday night we had the as Stoney keeps calling it, the hype video. They showed these clips of former Danville teams and great. You had Donnie Red on there, Kente Best, all those guys. Lights were out. All the new stuff, flash music, all that. And then you run a kickoff back to open the game. So talk to me about that whole process, the entry to the field with all the new stuff, and then running that touchdown back. Talk to me.
First, I got to give it to the fans. That was really the main reason why I could even. I was just so hyped. So look, coming out, everybody was so happy. Everybody was cheering. We didn't see that last year. It was a whole different energy. So it really made me want to really put on a show for him. And returning that kickoff, there was really no thought to it. It was just go score, go score, go score. And then I got in that end zone. Everything just clicked. I really just did that. I looked to the crowd. Everybody's It was nice.
Yeah,
I heard that parking lot was crowded too.
Yeah, it was hard to get through.
So I keep hearing about the
It
hype
is.
video, but I've yet to see it. I mean,
You ain't seen it?
what's a dude got to do to get it shared on Facebook or something? So I mean, I can put it out there. I mean, I need to see this thing.
I mean, I've got the entire video they took the clips from, but I'll see if I
I
can get
want
you
to
the
see the
short
hype
version.
video, man. Come on, I want to see that. I mean, I need to feel it. I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't there, but I need to feel this.
I watched it. I watched the one
Yeah.
Logan them had online. It was nice. It was brought back a lot of memories playing against them. Playing
Yeah,
against
it's-
them studs, man. Some of them studs out there, Kente's, Rest of Soul, and
Yeah.
all them. Being
You know, and that's
Correct.
speaking of that, you know, you had Donnie Red there, you had all kinds of alumni there this week, you know, to support you guys. So anyway, so you ended the losing streak,
Yes, sir.
right? And as a Danville alumni, I never thought I would have to use that word with Danville, but whatever, right? Like it happened. So talk to me about that as somebody who has been around there. Tell me what that felt like and what that meant to you to get that win and to see this brotherhood, as you said, finally come together.
Yeah, okay. So look, at at halftime, seeing the score, it was way more than what we had last year, like for the whole season. And I'm not gonna lie, like I couldn't show it, but I was really getting a little emotional because the team was so much more different. Everybody was together. Everybody was playing for one another on the back of their jersey or on the front of their jersey. My bad. But but yeah, it was nice. I really loved it for real.
Well, you weren't the only one emotional, right? I definitely was too. And for people that have kind of lived through this program from the '80s to now, you know, it was an emotional moment, especially seeing that board. And you know, there's a little bit more to that with some of the guys they showed. But anyways, so let's talk about this week coming up.
This week coming up, just another game on the schedule. We just gotta prepare
Right.
for it. Do what we've been doing. Keep our focus, and we're gonna be all right.
All
I
right.
got
Now let's talk about Stony.
okay. Well, go ahead. I got a
Oh,
question.
go ahead, Kenny. Go ahead.
So, man, like I said, I root for you guys, and like what you all did this week was absolutely phenomenal. It's awesome. I hope you keep it up.
Yes, sir.
But there is that thing called being prisoner of the moment. And like everybody's on you. We're back. But you as players, the coaches know that this is a process, and you've got tough games coming up. What do you got to do, man, to stay hungry and not to get your belly full? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
man, you
sir.
got to stay hungry because what happened this past Friday, guess what? It's over. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
about next week. So what's that mindset for you, especially being a leader and being through, man, because you know, like as good as Friday was, in the back of your head, you remember what it's been like
Yes, sir.
the last couple of years. So what are you telling these guys? I mean, like, hey, man, like we're not going back to that.
Yeah.
So what are you telling guys?
I've already had that chat with my teammates. I've done told them. I mean, really, it's just another game. So leave that behind you. Play another play. Like next play matters. That's really all it is. And if you're stuck on what you've already done, then you're not gonna exceed. That's really what it is.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
a T-shirt. If you're stuck
That
on
is
what
a
you've already
t-shirt.
done, then you're not going to succeed. Hey, T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can I go ahead and buy that off
Yeah.
you right now? Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna put that on a T-shirt and put his name on it and give him some credit. Like we'll sell it, make some money. We'll split it with you.
That'd be nice. That'd be
Get you
nice.
some NIL next year.
No, go ahead, Logan.
So I was just going to say a little bit about your staff this year, right? You got Stonebreaker, you got Coach Turnover, you got my dad, Coach Young. If you aren't familiar with that, I don't know if you put two and two together on that one yet. He's back up there, and then Coach Vaught. You know, people that you got those three guys who have been part of the state championship
Mhm.
teams. Dad's been part of the program since 1980, right? And then you have Stonebreaker come in, who has been nothing but impressed me so far. You
Yes,
know what
sir.
I mean? Really and truly. You've got discipline back, right? And that was what Danville football used to be about. You know, I dare you to leave a piece of trash on the
Yeah.
floor in the locker room and Tom Duffy or Sam Harper there, right? So is it kind of back to
Yes,
that
sir.
again?
Yes, sir. It is. Coach Stonebreaker. He's really a good coach. He's not like it's definitely something I haven't seen before for sure. Even when I was younger and I had great coaches as little league, but he's really shown me like discipline. Like it's really serious when it gets to this point where you actually have to, you know, put other things past you and focus on what's next. That's what it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, now talk to me about the MVP a little bit of the game. I know you only threw the ball 6 times and you're a receiver, right? But I know that's going to increase. Let's talk a little bit about
Yes,
Jaden a little
sir.
bit and
Jaden
his
Mukes, my
performance,
boy.
man.
He's a. I mean, he's a great player. He's just turned 14. He's a freshman. He's hungry. That's really all it is. He's hungry for the win. And if you come see him play, he's physical. He's really hard working at practice. You really won't see him taking any plays out. He's a great player.
He had his eyes on that player to watch. Is what he wants. He was trying to get on that next year's list.
Yeah.
Hey, I wonder. You know who picks them, don't you?
Who?
Hold on, wait a minute.
You're right here.
My camera.
Right here. Me. Hey,
There you
Oh,
go.
hey,
okay,
listen.
okay.
Listen, I got
My
that.
cameras are.
I got that notification that said that you ran that opening kickback, and I said, eyes on him.
Yeah.
Eyes on him. I told you, I knew it.
Yeah.
Doodle or Jimmy, you got anything you want to ask or kind of comment
Well,
on?
I mean, sounds like they're in the right direction. Coach Stonebreaker's a really good coach, and you sound like you're a good leader right there.
Thank you.
So, are you looking at any? Have you got any college looks yet?
I'm really not too sure, but I can definitely feel something coming for
Oh,
sure.
they're coming. They're coming.
I mean, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
question. Are you
They're
interested?
coming.
Are you interested in going to college to play ball, or I mean, what's what we usually ask kids are like, what do you want to do after high school? Do you want to go college and play ball, or have you really thought about it?
I've thought about it, and I know that it's a really hard process, and you really gotta want it. You really gotta be competitive. You really gotta. It's really all a mental battle up there for real. And
Yeah.
you know, of course, everybody wants to play college ball, but I really gotta focus. I mean, I really gotta work on disciplining myself, and getting everything I need to get done. Because still, I lack stuff that wouldn't be acceptable in college, especially. Matter of fact, yeah, in games there'll be some times I'll get mad and I just I gotta move on to the next play. That's one
Yeah.
thing that colleges they really won't accept up there, and my mom tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
one thing I got to work on.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you something. Your mom's a very smart
Yeah.
person, brother.
Yeah.
You got to listen to your
Yep.
mom.
And you sound like you got your head on your shoulders. So that's
Yep.
Yes,
Sound like a
you
leader
do,
right
so-
there.
Hey, also
you'll be all right.
remember you're a student athlete, so student first, athlete second.
Yes, sir. Student
so
first.
that's one of the most important things for sure.
Well, like I
Alright.
said,
Well, look here. As a
everything.
lifelong
Yeah.
Danville fan, I just want to thank you all for your performance Friday. It felt good to at least be back on the winning
Yes.
side for a game.
Yes,
all
sir.
right? Now stay focused. Let's get
Yes,
another
sir.
one. All right.
Hey, good luck this year, young man.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if there's anything we can do to help you, man, we're always here, and we'll retweet and share
Absolutely.
your stuff, and we do have connections and some run into people from time to time, and we'll share you. Like I said, we'll do everything we can to help you out, brother.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna get to a Danville game soon, and we'll have that PBK Bank belt. You've not had a chance. See, Danville has yet to possess
That's
the
true.
belt. Have you seen the belt?
I haven't.
You have not seen the belt. Well, I don't have it
I was-
right here. It's kind of become its own legend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a big wrestling belt. We pack it to the game of the week with us, and the MVP of the game gets to hold it and interview with it. It's kind of
It's heavy. It's heavy.
I mean, it's kind of legit, bro. I mean,
You don't get to keep it, but
it's
you
next
don't get to
level.
keep
I
it, but
bet.
you can take a picture with it now.
you don't get to keep it. You don't get to keep it.
Don't
but,
get taken home. No.
man. Anyway, we're looking forward to getting to Danville and watching you guys play in person. I ain't gonna lie. We always go to the Death Valley Bowl. That's our opening week.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of one of those things. But I'm not gonna lie. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit like when I got home that night. I was like, I really wished I was at.
I
Danville.
definitely
I
kept my
kinda-
eyes on it, man.
I kind of wished I was there, man. I just felt like I missed a
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Like you kind of
State's
wish you were
12th
there.
region
So.
state's always better when Danville's winning.
Hey,
I've been-
plus
Yeah.
plus it was their home field, and I don't think they played on it in like a year, 2 years since last year they didn't
Yeah.
play on it. So
Yeah.
like that was the
Oh,
difference
yeah, that's
too.
true.
Yeah, it felt amazing to play on the field again.
Uh-oh. What's this here? Someone said,
Let me see your backflip.
"Let's see you back,
Hey.
friend." No,
No
no, listen,
injuries.
no,
No
hey,
injuries.
No.
listen,
No, we ain't doing that.
save
Season
that for
starting
some
now.
other time,
Listen.
bro. We're no injuries on our
Yes,
watch.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Hey, man, we appreciate you. Thank you for coming on the
Thank
show.
you for having me.
Like I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're a great leader, very impressive young
Yes,
man, and
very impressive.
keep. I can't say what I want to say because it's got a bad word in it, but keep kicking
Yeah.
tail,
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Keep working hard.
And don't
All
be
right,
doing any
man.
backflips during the season.
I won't.
Hey.
I won't. All right. Thank you.
All right, you have a
You
good one.
too.
See you, man.
That's good.
Impressive
That
interview,
was a
boys.
really
Impressive.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, he's a good kid.
did everything get reversed around here or what?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we switched all over. No, me and Jim.
No, we're good.
No.
I'm on the right side on the bottom.
We're
Man.
good.
I'm up top.
Hey,
We're good.
Me and Logan
that,
out.
that was a
That
good
was
interview,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
a really impressive young man.
Man, I tell you what. Speaking of interviews, I thought the Bryce Floyd kid from Lincoln County did a really good job with his interview. Man,
Yeah,
If you-
so
It's
but
on our
anyway,
it's on our
seems like
YouTube show. It's on our YouTube channel if you guys want to go look at it.
But so Trident, correct? Trident Sellers. Is that how you pronounce it? Trendon. Very impressive interview. Very great man. Got leadership. I think colleges need to look at him. A kid that can sit there and like own up to
let you
where,
know what he needs
where
to
he
work
needs to get
on.
better.
Right.
And then to say that his mom is telling him what to do and that he needs to listen.
Hey.
That's a that's a I bet mom appreciates that. Now the next step is actually doing what she says because
right.
saying and doing two different things. But man, very, very impressive interview. Logan, here's your chance. Talk a little bit about the game. We did the interview, but talk a little bit about the game itself.
Well, sure. I mean, I will, right? And I'm gonna touch on something you said. People saying we're back. I'm not gonna be the one to say that, right?
Yeah.
We're back is a lot more, but I will say we are back in the sense of like there's an excitement again.
Back in the win column.
Right. There's confidence again. There's people that are interested again. I mean, that's the biggest crowd I've seen there probably since 2017, and it just had a really different feel to it, right? But so as far as like a program goes and community goes, like I'm not gonna lie, I mean I was a little emotional myself, but I will say this: when he was running that kickoff back, I've gotten old now. I used to be able to run the sideline a little bit, with him when I had that head start, and I got ran over this week, so I'm gonna step back a little further next time.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't take off running?
You
didn't
we
take
ain't got
off
no
running?
workers' comp over at 12.
I did take off running. I'm just not.
You better tell we ain't got no workers' comp at 12 regions.
No. Hey, listen, I'm just gonna go ahead. I gotta get my rib in on Logan tonight. I'm a little disappointed he ain't got his hair fixed.
Yep.
I know. He told me.
Listen, I was just talking to Doodle about that. Man, listen. So here's the story on that, real quick. I got to get up early in the morning, so I was like, man, I'm just going to take a shower tonight. And so I was like, I'm ready to go to bed. As soon as this is done, I'm going to sleep.
Now, listen, you did have one lie in there, though.
What?
Real quick. Ain't nothing. You say you ain't telling no story or you ain't writing no article that's real quick. I can just tell you right now.
Hey.
I'm detail-oriented. Listen, my English teacher would be happy. I'm detail-oriented. But,
go ahead.
But back to the game.
Give us a real quick version of the game.
Real quick. I will give you a real quick one. So anyhow, but yeah, so Fort Knox, they're not the best team, right? They did have some good players, but what mattered was, right, Danville didn't just get the win. They got the win like Zach Cooley, we were talking about it, right? If they were going to get that win, they needed to win big and make a statement, and that's what they did. The Stonebreaker era has begun, right? And I loved it because he was out there and he coached all 4 quarters, right? They were up. He put you want to say freshman team, but they start 4 freshmen, but the freshmen that don't start, right, are on the field. 2 minutes left in the game, and he's still coaching. He's still out there.
Yeah.
His staff is still coaching. They're still out there. Like, it's a tie ball game. And, and that's what you got to have. And that's what's going to get Danville back. There's this discipline now again that wasn't there. But, yeah, they still got a long way to go, right? They've got Lincoln, I think, will be their first real challenge. And looking at Lincoln County's schedule, I think it'll be their first challenge as well. So I'm looking forward to that game.
Can you imagine both undefeated, how packed Death Valley would be?
Yeah.
Yeah, and looking at their schedule, it's a good chance.
Yeah, it really is. That's what I was Third
That'll
game
have
of
to
the
be
season, ain't it? Third game.
man. You
Fourth.
know,
Fourth.
Lincoln could have Wayne Lincoln could be a game of the week. Danville Lincoln could be a game of
I
the
think
week.
that's the hardest week. Whenever I was looking at it all, I was like, that's going to be the hardest week to pick.
But before I forget, I do want to give a shout out to one more kid, Mylon Peters,
Yeah.
freshman, leading tackler in the game. Had a good game, and so did his
Yeah, I was gonna
brother
say,
Cam.
Peter-
Yeah, they're
them
just so
Peters
young,
boys
but these
always
guys stepped
around.
up.
Everything. Middle school, I took. Hey, they tough.
Yep, they're tough. You really couldn't tell that we had 4 freshmen and I don't know how many sophomores starting. And I felt real good for the seniors and juniors that had to go through the last 2 years. Like Sasha Wade, he had a
Yeah.
great game. He was excited. It was just good to see that. I felt great
Yeah,
for
it
those
feels
kids.
good for him. I mean, that's great for him, man. I don't want to see nobody go on no losing streaks, especially nobody with that much talent and that much tradition.
Let's
And it makes you question, but I won't say a whole lot bad, but it does make you question, right? That Danville's never had a shortage of speed and talent. You just got to have somebody there that knows how to do
yeah.
something.
I mean,
True that.
Stoney's going to do well. We know that Stoney's going to do
Yeah.
well. Let's take a look at our scoreboard here real quick. Thank you, Jimmy, for putting it together.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here.
I'm
We got
surprised in that one.
Bourbon County and West Jessamine.
Yeah, I'm surprised in that one, dude. I'm
Yeah,
really
me too.
surprised.
That was at Bourbon County too.
Bourbon
Yeah.
30-28, Garrett 29.
It was a
Yeah.
Bourbon. Okay.
Bourbon 29-19 over North Bullitt. Lincoln 28-7 over Madison Southern. Like I said, Danville 49-12 over Fort Knox. East Jessamine 37-28 over Bullitt Central. Barron County 12, Southwestern 6. You know, Southwestern
Kind of like a rock fight.
struggles to get the ball into the end zone. Well, and we're going to talk some more about these. Go back to,
There we go.
but let's see here.
Scott,
Scott,
Tennessee.
15,
Tennessee.
Prairie Central 14, Wayne County 48-13 over Dunbar. Rock Castle, we talked about one over Jeffersontown 43-12. Boyle 50-7 over Bullitt East, which caught a lot of people by surprise. We need to talk about our pick'em games. I think Doodlebug
4-0.
4-0, but I'm wondering who got our extra game.
Somebody said it was like 40 something. Logan's got them wrote down.
Yeah,
I got him right here. I think it was.
I said 28-7. Did I get the closest?
No.
Somebody has 28. Somebody had 28-0. I think
Okay,
that was
yeah.
Chris.
And I had 30. What did I have? 34-12 or something.
No, you had 21-14. I had 21-7.
Chris.
And then so Tate's Creek 66-29 over Mercer.
That's crazy. That's a crazy score.
And,
Well, did you see the Mercer was up 29-26
Yeah,
at
that
halftime?
was-
yeah.
That was wild.
Tate's Creek's got a lot of athletes, so
Surprising, I guess the most surprising one for me was South Laurel 33, Somerset 22. Did not see that one coming.
me
Yeah.
neither.
You know, didn't have, you know,
Prayers go to baby Shannon though. I hope he's all
Yeah.
right.
heard that. Yeah, we just heard that he got injured and just got some further testing to go through to see how that goes. And Somerset may have a few things to figure out there at the quarterback position, but like I said, you know, next few days they'll know more. And like I said, I don't know much about that. You know, Doodle probably knows a little bit more about the situation than I do.
I mean, he went down and they said the trainer had ice on him, so he didn't go back in. And if you don't go back in and it's a close game like that, it's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. You don't want to chance something. Yeah.
See, going on down here to the next one. Fleming
That's
County.
that's a good one right there though. Casey Flynn. That's a good.
Yeah, because Fleming's not
That-
terrible.
That was
And
at
they haven't
Fleming.
been in the past,
Casey,
you know.
and then of course Pulaski 44, Henderson 21. So there we go. Let's go back up here. Something we started new this year. I'm going to work on. It's going to be hard to keep up with, but we're working on it here. Me and Jimmy worked on it today here. The Floyd Cycle Pay Dirt.
Yeah, boy.
There you go.
Player to
Welcome
watch. Player to watch
to
right
the
there,
Pay
boy.
Dirt. You know, the money ground we call it. You get to the touchdown. you get welcome to the Floyd Cycle Money Ground Pay Dirt. What do you think there, boys?
I like it.
So try to keep up with it. But East Jessam's guys here, Jacob Wright
Jacob Wright.
and Brady
Hey,
Cummings.
he's a name right there that not many people even like knew about. So that was, I think he's a kid that could end up making a name for himself here over the next couple of weeks to, before the end of the season.
So
Wait, I want to go back on the scores
Yeah, which
real
one?
quick, if you don't mind. So I will say this for Somerset, right? It surprised me that they lost that game, but South Laurel is actually a pretty
oh no,
decent
I
team.
mean Johnny Hines is
Danville
going to do
scrimmaged
well.
them.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of they had a lot back from last year, and they didn't do terrible
Quarterback.
last season. And I watched them scrimmage Danville.
Hey,
That's
the
a good football
quarterback
team.
got away a lot, and then he kept his head downfield, kept his eyes downfield, and he threw a lot of dimes to some good receivers. Receivers, I mean, you look at them, you look at some receivers, you're like, oh man, what's up with this? It's gonna be out. No, they was catching everything that was coming to them.
Yeah, that's why I've been back and forth on my top 5 all day because I think Somerset's still a good football team. South Laurel is a good team. They had a few mistakes. I watched a little bit of that game, right? But I mean, it's the first game of the year, and it's going to happen. And that's stuff that Clay will get worked out real quick.
yeah. So I think we've been joined by somebody else here, real quick. Let's see what we got. Look here.
Oh, Hazlett.
Look here, son.
Yeah.
Look, football don't stop. We even got to water the little league fields.
Yeah, there we go.
Look, we ain't had rain in 6 months.
Oh, no,
These fields are dying.
But 6 months ago, everybody was begging for the rain to stop. So
Yeah.
That's real.
All
That's
right.
real.
So Chris, obviously you joined on. You must have heard something. You must be wanting to talk about something.
I just figured since we was talking about the pick'em games, I'd jump on.
Okay, and so go ahead.
Some of us got to work all the time.
Go ahead and give us an update, Logan. Let's go ahead and go through the pick'ems and let us know how everybody did.
Well, all right. So Doodle picked Garrett County. The rest of us
Well,
picked
now you
North
don't have
Bullitt.
to just give us the standings, the how everybody did.
Oh, well, all right, Doodle.
Well, no, tell what each
Doodle's
person
in the
did.
lead.
4-0, 3-1, whatever. Or did you even figure that
Everybody
out?
should be
What?
3-1. I went 4-0. Everybody should be 3-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but I got the bonus,
you are.
didn't I?
I ain't figured them all up yet. Sorry.
Doodle said he's 3-1.
Man,
Doodle knows he's 3-1.
Well, what? Yeah.
So
North Bullitt, Garrett
I
County.
think I still have that picture on my phone. Let me see if I can find it here.
Listen, Doodle should be 4-0,
Pull 'em up
and
real-
everybody
pull 'em
else
up
is
real quick, 'cause
3-1.
I don't.
but somebody got the bonus
I don't have it
game.
right in
Somebody
front
got
of
the
me.
bonus game.
Chris had the closest score.
Yeah,
20-0.
So they put him.
So what do we do with that? I thought that was like a tie.
So he gets the bonus game. So actually,
Okay.
Chris is 4-1.
4-1. I'm 4-0.
Yeah.
But no losses.
Okay.
So-
Chris is 4.
Okay. I understand now. That's what was throwing me off. So that's just like an extra game if
okay.
you get the closest on that. Okay. All right. Well, Kenny, then me and you are
That
3-1.
damn sprinkler system back there sounds.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's that old school sprinkler. That's
hey,
that's what
this
does a good job right
thing-
there.
this thing will shoot.
That's what
Listen,
works.
this thing will shoot water. I can pull it in the middle of the field. It'll shoot water 40 feet wide or 40 yards wide, because our fields are 80.
Well, it looks
80
like you're standing just out the line of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Go run
I'm
through
kind of no, I'm kind of just walking to just stick, because this makes the second time I've watered it within the last 4 hours, and I'm just ramming my hand down the ground to see how, because it's got a speed dial on it, and I got to see how wet I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Well, 12 Ring of Sports, where we learn how to water grass.
The science to it.
Yeah.
That's hey, look at this right here. Look at that dirt. It's actually not dry. Look at that. Look at that.
Chris, you over at Veterans Park?
Yes, sir. Got to get the little league fields ready.
he's
We got
across the
games
street.
tomorrow night.
He's across the street from me. Ah.
All right. So I guess since you've got your ink pen out, I guess we need to just go ahead and go straight into our next week pick'ems, don't we? I was wanting to say that
Let's do it.
for another show, but since we're here, we might as well go straight into our next week pick'ems, hadn't we?
Do it.
Listen, Cooley, get on, Cooley.
Man, I don't know if can my internet handle all 6 of us?
He might be a little bit upset.
Wow.
Over what?
Well, Chris, hey, let's not even. We don't. We need to talk about more. Listen, we need to talk about some more games. We haven't even talked about. We haven't talked about Boyle County yet. Bullet East.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Zach on here to talk about that. Oh, for real. Someone shoot him a text.
I'll send him. I got him. I'll send him a message.
Be nice to have it sent.
Listen, I'll eat crow on this. Nobody knew what Boyle County was going to do. Losing Tavy, Marmar, Boner, a couple other guys. They went to the scrimmage. They went to the scrimmage. Huh?
What did I tell y'all? I told y'all, no,
listen,
rewind the tape, rewind the footage. That's why
Doodle thinks everybody's good though.
I seen him at J-Best, and you got to understand, when you playing behind people like that, you got people that practice against them all the time. They just as hungry. Boyle County's second team last year could have got second in the district last year.
Possibly.
No, I agree. I mean, they're not going to be bad. I am interested to see what they do against your Islands and St. X's when they get deep in the
Islands had a double overtime win with over
Barstow Wayne said we ain't talked about their game yet either.
We get
there.
You're on next.
Hey,
hold on.
Wayne County, you played Dunbar. They're weak.
They were bad.
They came to Lincoln and scrimmaged. They couldn't even score a touchdown at Lincoln County.
Chris is in a mood.
He's in one.
I gotta make sure I don't get wet. But listen, Boyle County surprised me. I'll eat crow. I was going to put them number 2 preseason. I thought Pulaski was a little bit better, but Boyle has shown me that they're still the number 1 team right now.
They okay, so when I turned on the radio, I was in the middle of moving, but I was going backwards and forwards, and I turned on the radio and it was 21-0, and I'm like, okay.
Before the end of the first quarter.
In the first quarter.
Yeah, it was still on.
I was like, and I'm like, okay, wow. I'm like, well, then Seneca Driver barely even played, and do you hear Kane Logan and
Jakeem
Ray and
Bubby McPherson,
and then
Ozenbuttle, whatever his name is.
Jordan Hassel.
Lucas Akers too.
Luke, I mean, so I can't remember how many different. And I'm gonna tell you, listen, a name that deserves a lot more respect than we've given him, regardless of what happened. That doesn't need to be talked about here on this platform or whatever. Baylor Murphy, is a dang good quarterback, guys.
He's a dog, and he proved it yesterday.
Now, I mean, it's a long
that
season,
offense,
but he
offense ran through Baylor
than he gets. I think. Would you all not agree on that? I think,
he's got a chance to prove it this year because he can throw it around to different people this year, and people just can't say, "Oh, do it tomorrow, do it today."
Yeah, they got to do more than just hand the ball to one
player.
You know what I mean?
Listen, you didn't know what to expect because realistically last year when there was tight plays and they had to do something, Tavy always went in at Wildcat.
Yeah.
So you never knew if Baylor could make those big time plays or not because a lot of times the ball wasn't in his hand. Saturday showed that he's got that dog in him, and he's one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the 12th right now, and possibly one of the best quarterbacks in state.
Hey, he made a play. He made a play. I watched it, and it looked like he was going to get sacked about 5 yards deep, and then he just busted through the line just straight out, and it was like a gain of 15 yards. And that play right there just pretty much stipulated.
I ain't seen you forever. Look at that.
There he is.
There, boy.
Zach.
I was going to put you on a milk cart, and I ain't seen you so long, brother.
All right, listen, Zach. Right now we're talking a little bit about Boyle. And I was just giving props to Baylor Murphy about. I think people need to be absolutely telling that this kid deserves a little bit of more respect than he's getting as far as well he's playing. And I mean, there was a lot of question marks about him, and or from outside noise, not from inside. But I just figured that he deserved a little bit of. He's a lot better than people say he is.
A lot. I mean, you look at what he did last year. Now, I mean, it's obvious who he was doing it with, and it makes the things a lot easier and make things easier with anybody with the support cast he had last year.
Right.
But you look at his numbers last year and what he was able to do, and now look what he's doing without those people. I know it's just one game, but I think he had 300-some yards or right at it at halftime. So, I mean, a lot of people, and I'm looking at a couple people was hating on him a little bit. I can see a couple of you on here, but I got news for y'all. I think.
Hey, I ate my crow. I ate my crow.
I can't stop laughing because Chris looks like he's on an episode of Lost or something.
Blair Witch Project.
I'm trying to show y'all this right here. Let's see. Oh, look at this thing.
What? God.
This thing shoots water 40 yards wide each side.
Listen, we're in the middle of talking football right now. We're trying to get this show over.
Hey, I'm on a football field working it.
You're about to get wet.
No, I'm behind it now.
But anyway, Zach, you're our bowl guy. So, Hazlett done went.
He got wet.
Talk a little bit
I'm
more
swapping
about
my
the
camera
game.
too.
One of the things I talked about was they like 7 or 8 different people caught a pass, 4 or 5 different running backs. The one person I feel sorry for, I think, like the backup running back come in and fumbled it on the first run. I was like, oh man, that stunk. But I mean, it felt like just a bunch of different people stepped up.
They've got kids that can play. I mean, I heard one of y'all earlier. I mean, Doodle said, I mean, you could make the argument their second string last year could have went second in the district. I don't know. I mean, that's your opinion, but I feel like up front, their front 7, not that they were bad last year, but I just feel like they're going to be dominant this year. Like, they've got size. Their defense looked good. I know they, obviously I think there's going to be things they can work on and things that Coach Haddix and his staff are going to, pick apart and find something there. I mean, they didn't play like flawless. They made some mistakes, but I feel like the pieces are there for them to be successful. And it's not going to look like what it looked like for us in the last couple of years. I don't think they're going to be as explosive or as dynamic, but that doesn't mean that they don't have kids and the talent to be able to compete and win ball games late in November. So, but I'm interested to see. I feel like the schedule they've got coming up is by far the hardest around, and they might take some lumps, but I think they're going to be getting better, and come playoff time, they're going to be a tough out.
Be careful.
All right, Logan, you got anything? Anybody else want to?
No, I agree with him completely on that. They are playing a tough schedule, but you don't get ready for November playing weak teams. And it's spoiled, right? They have a system there, right? They reload every year, and that's what it takes. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be, like Zach said, what they were the last couple of years, but I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be down like people were saying, as Doodle said, sky falling and all that. I mean, it's just not realistic with what they had right there. And you got kids that did get experience, and they practiced against those kids that were talking about being explosive for an entire season.
Oh, and another thing is, everybody has to be there at 6 or 5 a.m. Right? Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. So these kids know the work ethic. And it wasn't their fault they had D1 players in front of them. It was just waiting for their time to shine. And that's what builds a powerhouse program. And that's what
the bigger question for me is, I know those kids are just as good, but this offensive line and defensive line last year, that was the big question mark for me, because they only spent on most plays maybe a minute on the field because they were busting plays left and right. Are they a team that their offensive and defensive line can be out on the field for 2.5 minutes, 3 minute, 4 minute drives? Because we've never seen it, because they've never been put in that position. Now, if it comes to a case where the offensive stalls, do the linemen start getting weared out? Saturday showed me that they're just still on the same page and nothing's going to stop them.
Well, here's the thing that I look into. You could make the argument last year, not that their offensive and defensive line was bad, but if they had a weakness, it might have been that. Like it was the weakest link that they had. Now, I'm not saying that they were bad. I feel like this year it's the strongest point that they've got. They've got size, they've got depth, they've got a lot of kids that are in there, and it was impressive. And I know they've got a couple kids maybe missing for a week or two with some injuries and whatnot, and had a kid didn't play this past week. But I think they're going to lean on their offensive defensive line. And I was surprised on yesterday's game that they, the passing game and what it looked like getting deep and getting behind people. I was fully expecting just a ground and pound type game, without the explosive players that they lost, but I was impressed. I know they had some mistakes and some other stuff, but I think their line up front is going to be tough and going to be their backbone.
What Bullet East looked like?
That was
I'm just
big.
curious.
Coop probably watched them more. I didn't get to get a good look at them on the thing. I watched them, but it was far away on the tape.
I mean, they're traditionally they're usually pretty good. That's the reason
I was
asking.
really impressed.
I mean, historically,
I was really impressed with Boyle County's defense.
They were. They was flying. They were tough. They were flying around, making plays. Now, Bullet East made a couple plays and settled in. I felt like from the opening kickoff, I think they kicked off and got a 3-and-out and scored on the first play. Like they took it to Bullet East and just caught them on their heels from the opening snap, and they never really recovered. I know they settled in and had a pretty decent drive there toward the end of the first half and got in the end zone, but I just felt like Bull caught them napping and just jumped out on them, and it was over from right there.
I was like an old man. Someone pulled into my driveway and turned around. I had to go open the door and look.
You finally in Rockcastle. You don't know the people down there.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I've been in Rockcastle for 6 months, bro.
Hey, somebody
moved to a different part of Rockcastle.
Yeah. New house in Rockcastle though.
Yeah. Hey, all right. Anybody want to touch on Bull real quick before we move on? Barstool Wayne, they've been waiting on us to get to Wayne County and talk about it a little bit.
Anybody got the stats for Wayne County?
I don't think they've uploaded it yet.
All right, so let's jump in. Nobody else got anything. Sorry, Zach. Are you ready to? Who is this?
What are you looking out there? Hey, blink twice if you're getting held hostage.
Well, you go ahead and handle this. Jimmy, you're on deck, brother.
Turn the water off.
Yes. Let's go to the Wayne. Logan, I'm gonna look up the stats real quick, see if they got them out yet. But you start out with Logan. You start with the Wayne County game.
All right, so Wayne, much like with Danville, much like with some other teams we talked about tonight,
freaking Kyler and his buddy
Dunbar, who we know is not a great team. But they did what they were supposed to do. They didn't just win; they won big, and that's what you're supposed to do in those games, is to make a statement. So I mean, and Wayne's tough. I tell you, Kenny, we were talking about that interview and whatnot. That article last week, those Wayne County fans, that might be the most shared article I've ever written. The one about Braden Sloan.
No, it's
So I mean, they're into their foot. They like their foot. Everybody thinks Wayne basketball. But they're football, man. They love
Wayne County's a very tight community, man. And they support they support each other and they got each other's back no matter what. Like they don't care about much about Wayne County. So it's one of those things. So I don't know much about Dunbar. I think it's a game that Wayne County needed to win. So,
hey, listen to this. Here's some
Chris
stats.
Killing us, ain't he?
Chris sound like he's dragging.
Somebody mute Chris. My God.
I'm gonna mute it, Chris. We're trying to talk here, bro.
Hey,
I'm on the working trail, son. I'm working.
Here's something we can talk about. Wayne County allowed a -3 rushing yards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
-3 rushing yards and only 15 passing yards, or 123 passing yards allowed. So Dunbar passed the ball 123, but they allowed -3, so they didn't allow a single rushing yard. That's crazy.
Yeah. You got to be able to run the ball, and they didn't let him. So.
What is he doing? Hey,
Anyway,
you're squatting.
He muted my mic. Ain't no sense of being on if he's gonna mute me.
I unmuted you. Well, we're trying to do a live show here. Like, at some point,
You know, some people got to work. Some of us don't have cake jobs.
Speaking of the guy that's watering a grass field right now.
Yeah.
Football season, son. Football season.
Oh gosh, you gotta love it.
shit.
Hey, look, it's what I like. Look at this. They come out here and hit golf balls. I'm always finding golf balls.
So, are we still talking about Wayne County football?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we'll
are.
talk
So
about Wayne
defense
County.
held Dunbar to -3 rushing yards, which
Yeah.
is impressive.
-3
I know
rushing.
Dunbar's bad, but that's still an impressive.
I'll
thing
just
to do.
say it. Dunbar struggled for the last few years, and outside of
Yeah.
like Douglas and Bryan Station, the last couple of years, public football in the city of Lakeland is not very good. But I don't care who you're playing. If you hold somebody to that, and they beat a 6A school, hats off to Wayne County. It's a solid start.
Yeah. I don't know why I got people in my driveway. I got my dogs fighting each other, growling. You know, it's the show. The show is going. It's train wrecking right now. It's This is
So,
this
hey,
is this is
one-
why I
now,
tried
we,
to-
now we got to put the yardage markers out.
This is how you make the field.
That's right.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing I do want to touch on, though, not to skip over Wayne, but what was that Casey County score?
20
20 to 12 or
20 to
2013. Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy for him for that one. You know, we were talking about Casey last week, you know, and
What?
I'm surprised they did that. Who played Fleming? Was that Casey?
Casey.
Yeah.
Is that Fleming?
Yeah.
It's
okay.
2013, I think. But Pulaski County, big win,
Yeah, let's get on
44-21.
them.
I
I
watched
think
that.
it was Henderson. Was that?
Yeah, Henderson. I watched
Yeah.
that.
Another usually good team.
So,
Good win over a 6A program, but not the greatest of last year. So still a good win though against a 6A program.
What my boy Zach do?
I think
he had a
he
couple
played pretty
touchdowns.
good, but I think they handed the ball off quite a bit.
Yeah,
I figured they would.
I watched it. They was just manhandling them up front.
I think
Yeah.
Cohen Finley played real well. I don't know if you saw the highlights there on.
I saw his touchdown run.
But did you see his hit on the quarterback where he
I
blasted?
saw
the
that.
kick?
Yes.
They called that
Yeah.
an incomplete pass.
Really.
Yes, it's not a fumble, but an incomplete pass. If you go check that out on Facebook. But it was the defensive play of the game or the play of the game. But he absolutely. There's a lot of excitement down there in PC too. So
They're
they'll
they-
be at. Are
they
they
got
at the
big
Rebel
one.
Bowl this coming up weekend?
Yes, Bryan Station.
Ooh,
Allie
that's
Witt
good.
said Kenny must have hired Doodle to paint his living room.
Mm.
That's actually
That's a good one.
that. It looks orange, but it's actually some weird type of peach like color. I don't know. It's this is not planned at all. This would not be my.
I don't think Allie knew the situation beforehand when I couldn't get nothing working.
This is my night off. This was Jimmy was command center tonight. This was Jimmy's show, and
Night off. Who gets those?
we had this.
before-
Chris, me and you done had a conversation. I told you the only way I'd be on here is if it was all going to heck.
It must have been all going to heck.
It was.
It was.
It
It
was-
wasn't going. It wasn't going. That's the problem. It wasn't going.
Speaking of going to heck, are we gonna get back to these pick'ems here?
No,
Yeah.
Or,
Well,
or my
Hey,
phone died
we had
on
to talk
us?
about Wayne County.
We already did.
Wayne County been in their feelings, so we had to get off track.
We talked about Wayne County while you were watering that field.
hey,
Take it back. Not Wayne County, Barstool Wayne. Barstool Wayne.
Hey,
someone
yeah.
want to know we're trending that. He was on here
Oh,
about
you
an
missed
hour
it,
ago,
Jay.
brother.
It'll be on here later. That's Mr. Mute scored 4 touchdowns Friday night, freshman.
East
So,
Jessup.
So anyway, where are we at here?
Pick'ems.
Pick'ems. Were we going to go Pick'ems? I want to see what this here. Jimmy has this. I want to see what Jimmy's got here.
Know how I'm rocking, they know how I pop it. They say I'm
Hey,
a
listen,
cheat code.
this is
king
the
of
play I was
monster
talking
biggest. They
about.
know they in
This is the
trouble
play
when I
where
get in
Tucker
feast
just
mode.
threw
Really
it right
been on
over
this
the
world for some
back
years.
shoulder.
Everybody want what, but can't
Nobody
take what I
else
get.
can.
Better watch what you say for you get what you fear. I'm the biggest wherever it's up, cause I'm him.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
you're
What
gonna have to do
happened?
better, Jimmy.
Hey, it's Kenny's signal, bro.
Know how I'm rocking, they know how I pop it. They say I'm a cheat code. The king of the monster, the biggest. They know they in trouble when I get in feast mode. Really been on this world for some years. Everybody want what, but can't take what I get. Better watch what you say for you get what you fear. I'm the biggest
No,
wherever
I
it's
said
up, cause I'm him. I'm not.
You can. We can't.
Hey, I'll put it out. I'll put it out on socials later. I'll
All
put it
right.
out on socials later.
All right, then. Well, listen, I'm doing the best I can do. All right, here we go. Pick 'em
All right.
games.
Oh man, these are easy.
There we go. Now I can see
Oh,
him.
we can't even fit everybody on the screen.
These are easy.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Everybody
better.
remember. Everybody just
I can only fit. I can't fit everybody on the screen at one time. So
Oh well, I already know my four.
Just
I do
name who's
too.
going first.
who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
What game we start now?
First one.
whichever one you want to.
Hey, I'm gonna ride that train all the way into next week. I'm going Danville first to be 2-0.
All right. What about the
Pick them
next
all.
one?
Go ahead and pick them all.
Then give me Wayne County, give me PC, and give me Boyle County.
All right.
I'm the same. I'll go
I'm the
Danville,
same, too.
Wayne, PC, Bull. Yeah, we're
Uh,
gonna have to fire Jimmy from
I
picking
got-
these.
I got Danville, West, PC.
Oh, it's
Oh.
Jasper.
Oh, Doodlebug picking West
get it.
over Wayne.
He's trying to get that lead. He's trying to keep that lead if it with the upsets. I
He
get
does
it.
have one
Well,
game lead, so
And I think, I mean, I was really surprised with West's loss to Bourbon, but Bourbon has the new coach from Paris and took some
True.
kids from Paris. So
Well,
Hey,
apparently
look.
some kids wanting to go back to Paris.
What I hear. But all right. So me, Chris, Kenny, Jimmy, you got the same also.
No. I think Zach will love this one. I'm gonna go Danville. Bring it back up there, Kenny.
why is
Oh,
everybody
he's going
stuck?
LCA.
The next one's Wayne and
why
West.
Jimmy look like he's in the Matrix?
Yeah. Why am I looking like I'm sideways, bro?
The
I
next
ain't
one,
done
Jimmy, is
nothing. Y'all the
Wayne.
one that done that. I ain't done
So
nothing.
I'm gonna go Danville, Wayne, Station, and Boyle.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow.
I would not after I seen Station last week. But okay.
All right. Zach, you picking, buddy? Just for fun?
I mean, I guess. I think
Yeah,
last
we
year I picked
behind,
about
but let's
every
do it
other week.
anyway.
I still beat the rest of them in total wins. I think it's got to be. I'm just on the train with everybody else. I guess I got to go Danville, Wayne, PC, Bull.
I don't know why Jimmy turned sideways.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just-
There we go.
all right, fellas. I got it written down. I wrote down.
Oh,
Score.
so, which game are we picking the score on? Logan, you can pick. I say Pulaski Station.
That's
Yeah,
probably
let's do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Did Brian
Uh,
Station get beat this week?
yeah,
Yeah.
they got beat.
Oh, someone wants to know East Jessamine versus Western Hills.
East Jessamine
East Jessamine by a
East
bunch.
Jessamine.
blowout.
Yeah,
Blowout.
By a lot.
Western Hills is terrible.
I'll say PC over Station 42 to 18.
That's a good pick. All right.
Weird. I don't know. I just
Chris?
randomly throwing something out there.
I'm gonna say 56 to 21.
All right.
That's a good pick, I think.
Doodle.
32-28.
Oh, nail biter.
Okay.
28-21 Station.
28-21 Station.
Oh, you're not going to be allowed at PC when we go.
I won't be allowed at PC. It's all right though.
No.
All right. I'm taking 35-14. Zach.
I'll take Pulaski 38, Brown Station 24.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Hey,
it's gonna be
hey, listen. To my defense, I got one of my good friends that's the head coach at Bryan Station. So
I don't want to hear your
we don't want to
excuses.
hear that.
Hey, loyalty
I'm
means
a-
nothing.
I'm more
I don't
shocked
know.
you got friends, Jimmy.
I got to grab my charger real quick.
Never prepared, Logan. Never prepared.
Well, you said we were just going to be on here for like an hour tonight, so I was.
hey, that was
An
me.
hour and
You
9
can't
minutes.
you can't never believe that.
Was it last week? Logan shared it and said we went a little long tonight. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, we went 10 minutes shorter than we usually do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
All right, then. Well,
I mean,
I
Bryan
guess-
Station lost to Bull Cane legend.
Yep.
They lost to South Warren 56-35. So,
all right. So I tell you what, we're gonna. I don't have any. I don't have any of these tonight, but I just like sharing it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, he just likes that picture. Yeah.
Hey, Super Troopers 2 is coming out.
3 Super Troopers 3.
Three.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny, go to that. Go to Brady's comment.
that button look like it's in trouble. Look,
Hey, I bet he can't wear it now.
I bet you I can, buddy.
I mean, it's a difference. It's a difference, Chris, and can wear and needs to wear.
Yeah, exactly.
I do have one random question I forgot to ask. Has anybody get seen Southwestern?
No.
I watched them. I watched them at
feedback
Lincoln
on
County in a 7-on-7, but that was about it.
Here you go,
What did
guys.
who they get beat by? Barron County?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 12-6.
12-6.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good baseball game.
Hey,
Yeah,
thoughts
right.
on East Jessamine here, Brady Cummins.
Sleeper
Stud.
team.
Brady Cummins. 6 catches, 137 yards, 3 scores, plays defense, does it all. Probably the most unsung kid we got in the 12th region, period.
Hey, solid player. I think East Jessamine's one of those teams that, as long as they keep the current coach they got, I think they're climbing. I think they're trending up, man. I think they're going to be.
I agree.
I think East and Garrett County are going to be the two most overlooked teams, but they're going to shock more teams this year.
Hey, did that Bentley kid go to East Jasmine, Jimmy, that we were talking about from like Betsy Lane or whatever?
No, I don't think so. You talking about the quarterback?
I think it was receiver.
No, the quarterback didn't. I heard one kid ended up leaving or something, but
That might have been him. Okay. Anyways, yeah, he's a solid athlete. That's what I was asking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think we covered everybody. Macquarie County, but we don't know anything about. That
yeah,
team in
no.
Tennessee.
So I was just
Yeah, the Bentley kid from LTA.
Bryce Bentley from LCA. He's a
Yeah.
QB.
No,
I
I was
think
thinking
we're
it's kid
ready
from Betsy
to-
Lane, different one.
Ready to jump to our Power 5. Who wants to go first and talk about your Power 5?
Hey, everybody's on there.
Yeah.
Everybody's on there.
Yep.
Logan,
All
you're
right.
up. Logan,
All right. Let's see.
there's your Power
Well,
5. I think
It's not my Power 5 because my 5 is Somerset. I kept going back and forth with Jimmy, but he said you already had the graphic made.
Yep.
But yeah,
Too
I
late.
got Boyle, Pulaski, Rockets, Wayne, and then Somerset, and then Lincoln if we had 6.
What? But explain why. What's your thought process on that?
All right. Well, Boyle. I mean, like we said before, Boyle. Somebody's got to prove them otherwise. And after Saturday, I mean, I think it's their clear number 1. Pulaski looks good. I think they're a clear number 2. And then we get down to some of the nitty gritty. Rockcastle did what I thought they were going to do. And from what Doodle said and some other people, they looked really good. Wayne had a big blowout win. Again, it was Dunbar, but so I kind of just kept them there because we already had them in the top 5 there. And then with Somerset, man, it's just because I've seen South Laurel, and I feel like they're still a solid team. They just had a rough first game of the year. Even though they lost, I think they're still a really good team. And then I think Lincoln is going to be good too. But they're not my 5. It should be Somerset, not Lincoln.
All right, then, Doodlebug, let's go over to you. What do you think about your? Well, I'll tell you what. First off, let's talk about. Anybody want to have any thoughts on Logan's Power 5 at all?
I think it's about accurate. I mean, you know, that 5th spot I think everybody's 5th spot was kind of like up in the air. I think when you look at everybody's top 1 through 4, it was pretty much close to the same.
Yeah.
But
1
the
and 2
5
are
was
locked
different.
in, I would think. 3 and 4 are arguable with two schools, and then 5. I think you could have 2 or 3 schools at 5 and make an argument for any of them at this point.
I agree with Zach with the 3 schools at 5 easily.
Yep.
All right, then Doodle, jump in there. We'll give you a Power 5, bring it up, let you talk it through. Pretty much, like I said, I think all kind of the same. You know,
I mean, Bull's Boyle came out, did what they were supposed to do, dominant. Pulaski came out dominant. Rock came out dominant. And Wayne came out dominant. Lincoln struggled a little bit at the first, but they came out at the end and did what they're supposed to do, defensive wise especially. And but like Zach said, that fifth spot, really that fourth spot, that fourth spot and fifth spot could be four different teams. Like I was struggling with East, I was struggling with East in there. And then, I mean, Somerset especially, you just got to figure out the situation quarterback-wise with Somerset. And but Clay will figure it out down there with Hughes and everybody else. Somerset, and I mean, they look good, but like you said, South Laurel is a good team with Johnny Hines throwing the ball around like crazy. So, but I think it's pretty accurate right there.
All right, then.
Go ahead and turn, Chris.
There you go, Chris.
I'm
Chris,
at
same thing. Yours is the same, Chris, but go ahead and give your explanation why you kind of got yours where they're at.
Same thing. I agree with Logan and everybody else on Lincoln at 5. I think 4 and 5, there's a couple teams that could be in there. Somerset, lost the game. Somerset probably would have been there if they won. Lincoln could have played a little bit better. Good win, but I felt like they really didn't have control of the game until the interception by Drake Willoughby in the second half, and that kind of sparked Lincoln County to do a little bit better. But kind of like everybody else, this is our Power 5 for this week. So,
yeah.
All right, Zach, go down here. Zach's is a little bit different.
I like it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I go that too.
Zach, are you on there?
I am.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Zach.
Jimmy actually got me wrong. I got Wayne at 3 and Rock at 4.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did. My bad.
Yeah,
that's right.
and I think it's a coin flip either way. I put Wayne there just to be different from everybody else, and I put East at 5 because I'm high on East Jessamine just because I feel like last year they're probably the most improved team that we had, and I think this year they've got some key pieces that are back. And this could change at any time. They've got key pieces that are back, and I feel like they're trending in the right direction. And I feel like they've got a favorable schedule to have a pretty good season. So, like we said, though, I think 1 and 2 are clear cut. 3 and 4 is a coin flip, and then you can flip you got 2 or 3 teams you can slide in at 5.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, it was Somerset's spot in my opinion. And then I know they slipped up, and I'm still, I'm pretty high on Somerset going forward, but. My question would be to you all: that mean Johnny Hines' build of South Laurel's ahead of schedule, or Somerset not as good as we thought?
They was throwing it around, man. Hines was their core. He's got a really good quarterback and really good skill players. If you looked at them though, you was like Somerset looked like the better team. Somerset was grind. Somerset just couldn't stop them on defense. I mean, they couldn't stop them.
So I think that's the problem you run into like in the season 1 or the first games of the season, because with every like Wayne versus whoever, Danville versus Fort Knox, Boyle versus Bullitt East is I'm not. This is not my opinion. I'm just doing the hypothetical here. Is Bullitt East still Bullitt East, or have they dropped that far? You know what I mean? I'm just, or is Fort Knox that bad, or is Danville that good? Is Wayne that good, or is Dunbar that bad? So you want to see the next game, right? You want to see what trends up, what trends down. So with the Somerset situation, I mean, did we think Somerset? I actually thought Somerset would win that game pulling away 2 touchdowns. I just thought Somerset was. My first reaction is I thought they were better than that. I know that sounds bad, but I'm like, okay, I thought they were better than that. But I don't know if South Laurel. I know Johnny Hines is a good football coach, right?
Well,
he is.
I thought that. Go ahead.
They didn't lose a lot of seniors from last year, so
right.
He's finally had. They had a rough year last year putting in his system. They didn't lose a lot of people, and he's actually had a full year with them. So South Laurel is going to be a team up and coming.
Yeah.
But I still agree with you. Somerset still should have won that game by at least 2 touchdowns.
And like I
I was
said,
going to say the same thing.
but again,
yeah.
you know, coaches hate that, you know, like we're not out there playing, we're not at every practice, and we don't, you know, you just don't know. South Laurel may beat Pulaski. They may be a tough team in that district. You know, you just don't know. So I hate being the one being like, well, they should have won. But,
well, the way they was throwing that ball around and catching that ball, I mean, that makes me think too, you know, even though it was a scrimmage last week, but Danville, I mean, they played 3 quarters of varsity football, and Danville played with them. Danville's speed, that makes me think Danville's defense and their speed in the secondary is pretty daggone good, because I was watching them throw, and I'm sure they threw the ball against Danville, and I'm sure they didn't lay down, you know. So South Laurel can throw it, can score on people. Yeah. So that makes me think Danville's secondary is a little bit better than.
But you know, the one thing we've been doing this for 3 football seasons now, I think, maybe or 4, I can't remember. There's always teams at the bottom that are better than we realize. Remember our first year, Casey County?
Yep.
Stonebreaker.
Yeah.
Dead last. And we heard about it all season long. And there's always teams at the top that kind of fall down, you know. So we'll see. Like I said, we root for all the 12th region teams to do extremely well. You know what I mean?
But I can tell you this: we were hitting on Somerset and South Laurel and talking about that.
Yeah.
There's one school that we've talked about that I'm not worried about at taking a lump early in the year, because every year Somerset is always a team that we're hanging on by a thread, and Somerset is always that one
in the semis
that gives us a reason that we still got to show. Clevenger will have his kids ready to go when it matters. And let's face it, 1A and 2A football is not as thick at the top, and he will find a way to claw his way into the Final Four and have a chance to go on the state championship.
Be the last one of the last teams.
And I thought
every year it doesn't matter.
I thought
they'll take a few lumps, but they'll be there every single time. They find a way.
I thought you was going to say. I thought
that game was going to be close.
I thought you was going to say Southwestern too. You know, Southwestern started out last year with 0-4 or something.
Yeah, they found their way. I mean, then they got hot.
So
yeah. No, I thought that Somerset South Laurel game was going to be pretty close. You know, I think Somerset made a few mistakes and mental errors that, like I said earlier, Clay will iron out. But Baby Shannon being hurt, that's the question mark with them right now.
Let's see here.
Just because they've been running in the quarter. I mean, I know they got another backup. They've been running 2 guys, so it's not going to be a huge thing to have somebody step in. But Shannon's just talented, just one of those natural players.
We don't know yet. Like I said, they got some.
And he may be fine.
So all right, Jimmy, Power 5. Let's get to Jimmy. Let Jimmy explain his reckoning here.
All right, so my Power 5, of course, you say it's pretty standard 1 through 4, and then of course I had East Jessamine at 5, and I think I'm one of the guys that Zach was talking about earlier that kind of had that mesh of 1 and 2 flipping. I had Pulaski preseason 1 and Boyle preseason 2.
Yeah.
You know, watching the game yesterday, you know, it kind of solidified them, because you know, kids like Jakeem Ray and kids like Bubby McPherson and Lucas Akers, and you know, kids like that you never really heard from, and you never really heard of their name, but yet you heard of their name yesterday. So, and you know, and you're talking about Baylor Murphy. I mean, you know, like I was talking about a play before, you know, it seemed like he was going to get sacked one play, and then next thing you know, he's running for 15-yard gain. So, you know, that solidified them at number 1. And I'll admit that I had them preseason number 2, just because of the fact that I did not know what they could do without Quisenberry or Maury Brown. And of course, they lost.
They're role players in the past, or now they're playmakers. And they could have made plays last year. They just had people in front of them making the plays. Now those kids have, you know, their roles changed, and now they've got new role players, and now they're the playmakers. So I mean, it's a revolving door. I mean, they had these kids last year. They just they weren't the kids that all got all credit. So
Right, and then you look at you lost kids on the defensive end like Cy Richards and
Yeah.
and Brock Driver and kids like that you never that are gone now, but that's made plays and now they're not. So that solidified them as number one for me. And of course Pulaski, that was always going to be 1-2. And Rock showing the way they did, on Friday night, again up in J-Town, just solidified them at number 3 for me. Wayne at 4. I think those 4 are going to be pretty hard to knock off, I guess you could say, just because of what they have. But 5, is East Jessamine, and I was going back and forth between Lincoln and East, but I picked East because I think they're a team that's sleeper. They're a sleeper team, and I know last year watching them play, we went to the East-West game, and now me and Kenny were there. East ended up winning that game, and it was one of those games where you could be like, okay, they have a culture here where they can do something. And, them going in and winning on Friday night, just like they did, Brady Cummins putting up the numbers that he did and, Bentley kid throwing for what he did, that to me, that solidified them at 5. But again, I said, no, Lincoln and East was a toss up for me at that 5, but I ended up going with East Jessamine. So.
I didn't. Well, I'll go ahead and mine's the same as what we've already seen. I mean, it's pretty much the same explanation. It's not much different than my preseason. Like I said, Boyle 1, PC 2. I'm still not for sure how big the gap is there. I'm eager to see. Like I said, I just don't know. I don't know the gap between 1 and 2. I do think there's a gap. I do think there's a huge gap between 2 and everybody else. 1, 2, then everybody else. That's just my opinion. My opinion only.
Yeah.
I think Rock is right now is legit 3. I think there's a gap between 3 and 4. Wayne County, I do think Wayne County is pretty good too. Oh, I think they've got more pieces than just Corbin Edwards. They're a lot better team than people realize. And I had Somerset at 3, and in hindsight, I don't know if Somerset deserved to fall out of the top 5, my Power 5. So maybe I should have kept them at 5. Lincoln won a game that they should have won, right? So did Somerset deserve to drop 3 spots by just losing their first game? But it's a game that I thought they should have won. So, I think I got Somerset at 6 right now. And
it's week 1. I mean, things are going to change week to week.
Dropping 3 spots to losing to South Laurel, that's a pretty good drop. But Lincoln won, they won and they were 6 and so they move up 1. But I'm telling you guys, to me, the only 2 teams that are set in stone right now for me are 1, 2. I think Rock's got a pretty good hold on 3 at the moment, and unless something drastic changes. But, given Wayne's district, Wayne and Lincoln, they've played pretty close in the past. There Boyle's in that district. From 4, 5, 6, 7, you got. I mean, there's a lot can happen from the. I mean, you got Danville that could make a run here.
The cool thing about it, we get to see Wayne and Lincoln.
Yeah,
so, there's some clarity with that, and I think
you get to see East and Lincoln too. East and Lincoln.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, from 4, I mean, there can be a lot of movement in the middle of the pack, like a lot of movement. So, that's going to be pretty exciting as far as that things go. But I do think it's going to be hard to get too much movement at the very tip top of those Power 5s as far as football goes. But going an hour and 30-minute show, guys, and I've been looking through all of Jimmy's different things here. And I think we've covered a little bit of everything, Jimmy. That we're going to cover tonight. I'm not gonna give you no extra West Jessamine plugs over here that you got in here, though. So,
what was it?
I ain't gonna.
Oh no! Hey, it was a soccer clip. Well, they tag us and everything. So
I know, but you can't say it, Jimmy, because now I gotta show it. Now I'm gonna look like a bad guy.
I mean, My bad.
Well, if you show one, you got to show all the other stuff.
What's all the other
everybody.
stuff?
But we need more people to tag us.
These look at this. Everybody, listen. These East-West people are killing us tonight. East versus West. We will be at the game. I don't even know when it is.
It's the same week as the Lincoln Boyle game. It's always in football.
We're not going to the Lincoln Bowl game. I can tell you that right now.
I will.
Hazlet. We forgot about Hazlet.
All I see is the names popping up.
Me and Cooley Live will be there, but I mean,
Yeah. Well, no. Well, I'm not. I meant me and Jimmy for Apex Game of the Week. We'll be somewhere else.
hey, but I'm gonna say I was ready for Cooley to be at the Death Valley Bowl, and he never showed up. I had him set up when he got to my truck, and I never seen him.
Some people got to work, just like you out watering the field at 10:30 at night. I didn't get
I
done.
know. I know.
So all right, well, I'm about ready to end this thing for tonight. I think.
Yeah.
We did get up. I mean, we got up to our. People are starting to come back. We're up to 541 total viewers on the night. Like I said, it's a counter, so it's not saying that
Hey,
500
it
people
jumped up.
showed up at one time. So
It jumped up when me and Cooley got on. I'm just gonna say that.
hey, listen,
telling you.
you said that Bryce Bentley entered the chat. Get him on the interview, man. Hey, listen. I tell you what, Bryce Bentley, East Jessamine, we got y'all next week. We'll get you all.
I'll get you on next week.
We'll get y'all next week, man. We're getting ready to end this thing. You all got on too late. We done had a player interview. We'll get you on next week. Y'all come on, and we'll plan that. We'll get you on next week. Get a couple players on next week.
Get a win Friday night though.
Yeah. Don't come on there losing now.
Yeah. We can't be doing all that. So I guess it's the most famous segment in live streaming sports talk history. The Grippos Say What You Gotta Say segment. And before we get too far, I gotta just go ahead and say that the thoughts and opinions of the guest of 1200 Sports does not always reflect the thoughts and opinions of 1200 Sports. All right.
Meaning Chris Hazlett.
Yeah, well, that meaning everybody other than me. But anyway, Doodlebug, you're up first, man. What you got to say tonight, man? What you got? Just let it out.
Man, ain't really too much to say today. I mean, it was a good week in football. We got college football starting next week. Good high school football starting next week too. So, I mean, ain't too much to say. I mean, I ain't got nothing. Sorry, I ain't got nothing tonight.
I have a feeling we're going to make up for it when we get down there to the H. So, Logan, what do you got to say? What's your Grippos say? What you got to say? Moment.
I don't know.
I have a feeling this is going to be something sentimental.
No, nothing crazy. I mean, a little bit. Yeah, it is. Look, I try to be as unbiased as I can, honestly, right? But I would just like to say, Friday night for the town of Danville, just give everybody a shout out. Y'all came out supporting those kids real nice. I mean, it was great to see the community out again. Let's keep it up. Let's not make it a one-game deal for these kids.
Logan, one question. During the hype video, when the lights was off, did you cry?
Can't confirm or deny.
He did.
But wait, no. When he no.
Maybe a little bit.
You may have teared up in that one, but when he ran it back from a touchdown, you legit cried.
Hey.
Yeah.
He
already admitted he about got ran over on the sideline. So.
Yeah, I did. I did get a little teary-eyed. I mean, I wasn't bawling or nothing, but yeah. Well, I mean, man, that's been my life pretty much 40 years. Like a little kid dragging around the sidelines. I mean, it just is.
Zach,
what it is,
did you get emotional when you was listening to or watching the live stream and Boyle was spanking Bullet East?
No, he was too busy tweeting in the group message.
Asking. So let me ask you a question. Did you legit know the score? Did you legit know the score, or was you just being sarcastic?
What do you think?
You're being sarcastic. I knew it. I told you.
You were the last person I wanted to answer that, though.
Well, I was.
He wanted me to answer it.
I know. I was trying to be a nice guy. All right, Zach, go ahead and your Grippos say what you got to say moment.
No, I'm just gonna piggyback off Logan, and I figured he would say that. But I mean, shout out to Danville. I mean, that's been a long time for they've won a football game for a program that's used to winning a lot of football games. And like I've told you all since I started coming on here and doing these shows and stuff with you, I feel like 12th Region Sports as a whole needs Danville to be Danville football, because it does nothing but help us as a whole, because it puts a team back in the mix. I'm not saying they're there now, and I've seen a lot of people on social media thinking that they're back all of a sudden. Don't be those people. Don't be that way. Don't let this coach, let his staff, let these kids continue to improve. Take a 4-6, 5-5 season, build on it, whatever it might be. It might be better than that. I don't know, but just stay humble and let's let Danville come back to where they once were, and hopefully get at least in that direction again. And I think as a whole, it'll help 12th Region Sports, because it gives us another contender in the playoffs for the future.
All right.
Yep. Thank you for touching on that. You know what I mean?
No,
we're not back yet.
and
We're on the right track.
That was great for the town and the community of Danville football.
Right.
But just take it and move on and smile about it, because it's been a long time.
A lot of work to do still.
Yeah, I think the kids are going to take it like that too.
Yeah, I hope so. Don't buy into what you're hearing and reading.
No,
I know there's a
Stoney ain't
going
gonna let buy in.
Right.
So.
Just they're back. No, let them continue to work and improve and just take it week by week and enjoy it.
All right, Jimmy, what's your Grippo? Say what you got to say, man.
Really, I don't really have much to say, honestly, but this is kind of like, I think somebody said this before. This is probably one of the best times of the year, because you got, high school football going, you got college football starting, which they actually just started this weekend, and then, NFL starting in a couple weeks. But, I think it's one of the best times of the year, even though football is not my favorite sport, but I think it's one of the best times of the year, honestly, because it's just, I think everybody just, everybody seems like they're in a better mood, and I'm thankful that I'm able to for the first week being 6 weeks past surgery. So I'm hoping it continues to be positive. So that's my say what you got to say.
All right. I got a message today too. It's like, hey, what's the deal with the fantasy league? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't do the fantasy league.
Here, speak that. Let me talk about that. The live, it's final now. The live draft is next Sunday at 6:00.
What? So, we got a live show. But our live show.
It's a live next Sunday at 6:00. It'll be done before then.
Hey, some of us got to work.
What at 6? Draft take a while. How many people's in it?
There's only like 15 people, but it's an auto draft, so they can just draft whoever. It won't take that long.
All right, for the record,
hey, they could be drafting while they're watching the live show.
I have nothing to do with the fantasy football league.
Yeah, none of these guys are on it, by the way.
That's Jimmy.
None of them. None of
Jimmy.
them.
So if you have any questions, do not message the Facebook page. Message Jimmy.
Or you can message the Facebook page. You can just tell me.
No. Text Jimmy. I don't want to deal with it.
Hey, you just don't have to read it. You just need to be working. You just need to be working.
Whose speaker's popping? Is that mine?
What?
Y'all hear that feedback?
I hear it. Right
yeah, it's feedback.
Yeah. That's Logan.
It ain't mine.
Yeah, it is.
I'll take that microphone off. It ain't me.
That's you.
Man, you sound like a robot.
I only hear it cracking when Logan's talking.
Yeah, it's on.
Me too.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
It's Logan.
Everybody say, hey.
Mic check.
Mic check. 1, 2.
Logan ain't saying nothing now.
I know. I'm trying to prove y'all it ain't mine.
It's you.
Yes, it's you, Logan. Every time you talk, it's cracking. I mean, is there silent now?
No, it ain't.
That's fine.
All
right, in the show.
Hazlett, go ahead. What's your Hazlett? Here you go. Grippo, say what you got to say, brother. Just go ahead and get it out so we can end the show.
Right, I'm not going to be emotional or anything like that. I'm just going to say week 1 games was kind of a dud to me. I hope to see more excitement week 2. Going from the off season to week 1, there wasn't no chatter. It was kind of dead. And with North Bullitt not even really bringing anybody to the game, that first game, it just didn't feel like Friday night. And by the time Lincoln got on the field, I mean, there was a little bit more excitement, but I hope week 2 and further brings more excitement to Friday nights than what week 1 did for me.
All right, I agree. Week 1 was kind of odd. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Like I've been waiting for it to kind of just be there, and then it was there, and it was just kind of. But I was. Also,
I even feel like Twitter was dead. Like people on Twitter, like posting stuff, like different areas, and it just felt like the whole football community was kind of down Friday night. And I don't know.
But now I will say that me and Chris talked about this. I think me and Doodles kind of talked about this some too. We call it the 12th region effect, the 12th region sports network effect.
Mm-hmm.
We were quiet because we were all been really busy. We didn't hype up the season coming into it as much as we have in the past.
Yeah,
so therefore it was quiet, more quiet than it usually is. So when we pick up the traffic, I think things will pick up.
I like that hat, Coop.
You like that?
Was it timeless hat?
Yes, timeless.
Yeah, you just got to wear stuff make you look like a good golfer.
I know.
Yeah,
right? You both.
But anyway, guys, it's been fun. We're going to go ahead in this show. And just for the record, the Jimmy Command Center experiment had failed. And
bad.
We're going to plan C, which will be the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Hey, for real, we need to do a live show one night where we're all at the bowling alley.
Well, that's
what we're doing.
Live.
That's what we're doing.
So
Next week,
that's the
All right.
plan, but I got to figure out how to make the cameras work. So here's the thing. Like, we have to be able to use one camera for everybody, but I have to have the command center to make everything work. And then you guys won't be able to read your screens and know what's said and all that stuff.
I've got those 2 cameras set up that we can work with.
Yes,
to
but
where we can still be on our phones to actually see the
but I got to be
comments and
able
stuff
to
like that.
sync them to my iPad. And
Kenny, I think I can figure it out. I think I know how to do it. But
Jimmy, hey, we love you, brother.
I can't hear you.
Hey, I couldn't hear you. I could not hear you. Whatever.
Jimmy, Jimmy.
Logan was like, "What?"
Jimmy, 9 out of 10 times, Jimmy does figure it out. But Jimmy's going to come over here and we're going to pull his iPad and try to figure out why, because everything worked with the sound.
Hey, Kenny, one more thing and I'm done.
All right then.
I even tried to pick a fight Friday night between Daryl Adams and Jimmy, and I still couldn't get it going. I walked up to Daryl and I said, "Hey, Jimmy says he's a better basketball coach than you." He said, "Well, I guess he is," and just kept watching the game. I said, "I can't get no excitement going tonight."
Yeah.
Hey, listen. You can't get that fight started, but it is what it is.
No,
I was hoping he'd just go over and just start beating Jimmy up.
Jimmy couldn't run from him right now anyway.
Yeah, I couldn't run. All I could do was sit.
Listen, we've wasted everybody's time enough right now. Logan's ready to go to bed. You can tell. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a good one. See you next week.